Hi friends, welcome to IAS with Santosh. In today's lecture, I am going to teach you how to eliminate wrong options in UPSC CSAT reading comprehension question. Guys, in the last few years, CSAT is becoming very challenging. But I personally believe that anyone who masters reading comprehension section will definitely clear the cutoff. Guys, if you are struggling in CSAT, you have to take this lecture very seriously. I can assure you, if you apply the techniques which I am going to teach you in today's lecture, no one can stop you from clearing the CSAT cutoff. Guys, again and again I am telling you, rather than investing too much time in quantitative aptitude and reasoning, if you focus that much time in reading comprehension section, you can clear the cutoff only using reading comprehension, because out of 27 questions, you can easily get 21 to 22 questions right in the reading comprehension section. In no other section in the CSAT paper you can get so much marks. Here you can easily get 21 to 22 questions correctly. So this is very important. 75% of the CSAT cutoff can be scored only by reading comprehension. So be very attentive. You can note down the points which I am telling you. So let us start. My name is Santosh Pandey. I have cracked UPSC prelims 6 out of 6 times and I mentor aspirants for the UPSC prelims examination. Guys, this is my Telegram channel. Do join my Telegram channel. Tomorrow I am going to give you very important topics which can come in 2026 prelims examination one day before the exam. Okay, so please take note of it. Okay, let's start. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to give all those keywords which can help you identify wrong options and which can help you solve reading comprehension questions. Okay, let's start. So what I'm going to do is that first I'm going to show you the passage, then the questions, and I'm going to give you the keywords also. You can take note of all these keywords, and in examination while solving this reading comprehension question you have to search for these keywords. Okay, let's start. So this is a passage, guys. You can see this passage is, according to Food and Agriculture Organization, 1/3 of food produced for human consumption is lost or wasted globally. So basically it is about food wastage. The topic is on food wastage. Okay, so one approach is what? You read the entire passage, and then you read the questions, and then you try to solve the questions by looking into the passage. Okay, but in UPSC questions, what I have observed, that if you go for these keywords you can easily get the answer. Okay, so what you have to do is that you have to look for extreme words. You have to look for extreme words in the options of the answer. Okay, and if you find these extreme words, you can easily eliminate these extreme words, options, and you can get the answer. Let us see this question, guys. I'm not reading the entire passage. I'm just going to read the question. Which of the following statements best reflect the most logical and rational inference that can be made from the passage? Okay, they have given you 4 statements. Let us read the first statement. The current method of food distribution are solely responsible for food and wastage, loss and wastage of food. Okay, so here you can see the word solely. Okay, you take note of it. Whenever you come across word solely, that will be an incorrect statement, because solely is an extreme word. Solely is an extreme word. Guys, this word solely has been used in the last 15 years at least, okay, more than 20-30 times. I'm telling you, solely. Please take note of it. This is a really important word. Okay, next is, guys, you can see land productivity is adversely affected by prevailing trend of food loss and wastage. Third statement, reduction in loss and wastage of food results in lesser carbon footprint. Okay, next question, next statement, post harvest technologies to prevent or reduce the loss and wastage for food are not available. Guys, whenever you come across not or no, okay, whenever you come across negative words, or negative sentences, okay, in UPSC CSAT, generally those statements are incorrect. So you get which 2 options as incorrect? We have statement 1, solely, and not available. Okay, so you get the answer 2 and 3. That is, the answer is 2 and 3. Okay, so what did we learn today? We learned first is that look for the extreme word solely. Solely is one word which is coming repetitively. Okay, repetition of solely. Multiple passages have this word solely. Okay, multiple passages. Okay, and second is not. Always, guys. Okay, generally, if you come across negative worded statement, negative worded statement, it is not done, it is not possible, okay, it is not available, generally those statements are what? Incorrect. And generally what I have observed, positive worded general statements are correct. Okay, this is very important, keep this in mind. Okay, so this is very important, guys. First question. Let us now go to the second question. You can see this again, you can see the word solely. See, different year question, okay, different passage, but the word in the options are the same. That is why I have been telling you guys, once you take note of these words and on the day of exam, between the two session, okay, you have first the GS session and then you have the CSAT session in the afternoon. Revise these words, revise this word. You can make note of this, revise this one, take a page of paper, piece of paper and revise this in the afternoon session. Okay, during the lunch hour, revise this. This will really help you to score marks. Okay, let us again read the first statement. As inflation rises, even government previously committed to budget discipline are spending freely to help households. Okay, so basically the topic is on inflation and fiscal policy of the government. Fiscal policy of the government, that is a passage about, but we are directly going to read the question. Based on the above passage, the following assumptions have been made. Okay, let us read the first statement. Fiscal policies of government are solely responsible. What I have told you previous, you can see this question, solely responsible, you can see solely responsible. So same word they are using. Passage is different, theme is different, topic is different, but the manner in which they are creating options, that remains the same. That is why, guys, I have been telling you, UPSC examination is not about knowledge. It is about pattern identification and common sense. That is why you have to focus on elimination technique. Guys, just one day is remaining for the UPSC prelims examination. I request every one of you to please go through my all elimination lectures. In my PYQ mastery classes, I have taught all elimination sessions. I have also have a 21 days challenge. You can solve this 21 days challenge to get mastery over the elimination techniques. Okay, now let us read the second statement. Higher prices do not affect. Do not affect. Okay, do not affect. Again, what I have told you, negative worded statement, generally negative worded statement, do not. Okay, here also you can see not, do not available, do not. Okay, this both statements are incorrect. We get the answer as D. We get the answer as D. Okay, let us now again see another passage, guys. Okay, let us see another passage. Today, if we consider cities such as New York, London, Paris as some of the most iconic cities in the world, it is because plans carrying a heavy system approach were imposed on their precincts. The backdrop of the systems theory is that the process of translating social, spatial and cultural desirables into mathematical models using computing, statistics, optimization and algorithm ways of formulating solving problems. The early universities of the West began to train professionals in planning. So basically this topic is on urban planning. The topic is on urban planning and it is basically praising the West. It is praising the West, that West has a systems approach and something like that. Let us read the question, guys. Based on the above passage, the following assumptions have been made. India need a new generation of professionals with knowledge relevant to modern urban practices. This is a positive statement. This is a positive statement. Okay, most probably it will be correct. Second statement, Indian universities at present have no capacity. Negative statement, no capacity. So statement 2 is incorrect. Answer will be 1 only, I think. Yes, the answer is 1 only. You see how UPSC questions are getting framed. Guys, again and again I am telling, in the examination, you are going to get different passages. You cannot prepare the passages because some random passage will come, some random theme will come, some random topic will come. But remember, the manner in which questions are getting framed will remain the same. The manner in which questions are getting framed will remain the same. Once you master this, guys, again I am telling you, out of 27 to 28 questions, if you are able to score 21 to 22 correct, guys, no force can stop you from qualifying the CSAT paper. This is very important. Many aspirants, they are struggling to clear the CSAT paper because their approach is different. Guys, remember, in any war, you have to first identify your enemy's strength and your enemy's weakness and attack where the enemy is weak. This is a war. This examination is just a war. Okay, it's a war. You have to win. If you don't win, then someone else will win. Okay, it is as simple as that. You have to defeat others and you have to secure your place. How do you secure a place? You have to see where the enemy is weak. Enemy is weak in the reading comprehension section. There is a fixed pattern. Attack the enemy where the enemy is weak. Okay, let's move on to the next question, guys. Let us see here. Okay, so another extreme word, guys, entirely. Entirely. Okay, this is another extreme word. Solely we have covered. Solely we have covered. Now entirely. Okay, let us read the first two lines. Okay, why I am reading the first two lines? Because it will tell you the theme of the passage. Okay, let us see here. By the time children reach the class 8, the bulk of them tend to be in the age range of 13 years of 15 years, 13 to 15 years. But in our country, about a quarter of all children in class 8 struggle to read simple textbooks, and more than half are still unable to do basic arithmetic operations like division. So basically it is talking about what? Quality of education. Quality of education in India is poor. This is what the passage is all about. Okay, now let us read the question. Based on the above passage, following assumptions have been made. First statement: for effective school education, parents have greater role than government. Second statement: school curriculum that conforms to today's requirement and is uniform for the entire country. Uniform for the entire country. This is again an incorrect statement. Okay, this is again an incorrect statement. Entirely. How can schools be uniform entirely? Okay, so this is something which is very extreme. Look for extreme words like entirely, solely. Okay, and go for it. Okay, let us go for another question, guys. You can see here. This article is about conventional classrooms, by emphasizing fixed duration over learning effectiveness, redesign themselves to variable outcomes. The tyranny of classroom is that every learner is subjected to same set of lectures. Basically, it is about conventional classrooms drawback. This article is about conventional classroom drawback. Now let us read the question. Based on the above passage, which of the following assumptions have been made? Okay, look for the do not, does not. I've told you negative sentences are generally incorrect. So if you see here, okay, a large number of workers in our country are employed in unorganized sector. India does not need to change its present conventional classroom. Does not need to change. Okay, negative worded statement are incorrect. Okay, does not, incorrect. Now let us read this. Even with the present conventional classroom education, India produces sufficient number of skilled workers to fully utilize. Fully, entirely, solely. Now we have got another extreme word, fully. Okay, till now, guys, everyone in the comment box, which are the extreme words we have found out? Okay, please write down in the comment box. Let me see how many of you are able to remember. First one was solely. First one was solely. Second one what? Entirely. Third one is what? Fully. Completely. Now it will come completely. You can write down. Guys, everyone, please do write down, everyone. Okay, please do write down, everyone. First one was solely. Second was what? Entirely. Now fully. Then completely. Whenever you come across such words, that statement will be what? Incorrect. That statement will be what? Incorrect. Guys, again and again I have been telling you, I can help you crack the prelims examination. Guys, you know, many of you, they take prelims very lightly and they waste their years in prelims exam only. I know many aspirants, 3-4 attempts, first 3-4 attempts they wasted in the prelim stage only. And when they clear prelims after 3 attempts, after 4 attempts, they're exhausted because in the first 2-3 attempts you have the energy. If you crack prelims in the very first attempt, if you crack prelims in the first 2 attempts, your energy level is very high, your positive attitude is there. But once you start failing in the prelims, your 5th attempt, 6th attempt, negativity starts coming in. You become pessimistic about your chances. Guys, in life, if you really want to succeed, you have to be optimistic. In the first 2 attempts, tell me, the first attempter person is always optimistic. Okay, why? Because he has not seen the failure. So if you crack prelims in the first attempt, your chances of qualifying into the final list is high. I'm telling you. So try to crack prelims in the first attempts. Okay, so anyone who wants my guidance for 2027 prelims examination, they can connect with me. Okay, this is the number. This is the team number. I'm starting my 2027 prelims mentorship batch. Guys, this is a unique opportunity for every 2027 aspirant to get guided by someone who has cracked prelims all 6 times. This is unique. And my scores, you can see some of the highest score ever scored by any UPSC aspirant. I know exactly how question setters think inside when they frame questions, because I have been through this. Okay, so many years. I have mastered the PYQs. The PYQs are on my tips. I know exactly what goes when they frame question. How do they think? And that thinking process I'm going to teach you. Okay, let's move on to the next passage, guys. Let us read this passage. In our country, handlooms are equated with a culture that ensures a continuity of tradition. So handlooms and culture and continuity. This idea has become part of public policy framing and provides legitimate basis for state to support the sector. So basically state how, okay, the topic is about handloom sector. Okay, now let us read the question. With reference to the above passage, following assumptions have been made. There is no need. There is no need. Guys. No need, not possible, never, ever. Guys. Okay. So I have been telling you guys, this is really very easy to get marks if you are, okay, very careful. Okay. Now let us read the second statement. Handloom sectors are no longer, no need, not possible, no longer. Okay. Eliminate this, you get the answer very easily. You get the answer very easily. Guys, I have analyzed, I'm telling you, last 15 years CSAT paper. And then only I'm giving you all this. And I'm giving you proof. Many people will say, not, just see. Just randomly they will say. I'm just showing you the proof also in front of you with the passages. Okay. So, what is the technique in reading comprehension? Always read the first line. You can read the last line also if you want. Against this backdrop, when we promote handloom. So, this article is about what? Handloom promotion. Okay, how state promotes handloom sector. This is what is the article about. Okay, so first line, last line is very important, and I'm also going to teach you another thing at the end of this session: connectors. Guys, in the entire passage, okay, what you have to do, because sometimes you do not have time to read each and every word. Okay, so how to do fast reading? So there is something called scanning and skimming. Okay, at the end of this passage I'll tell you which are the words you have to look for. I'll be telling you at the end of this passage, so this session. So please stay till the end. That is really very important, very important. Okay, so please stay. Okay, let us go to the next passage. Next passage again, guys, not. Let us read. In our country, regrettably, teaching and learning for examination has been our forte, but the demands of the society and future work requires critical and independent thinking. So the article is about what? What is the new demand from education? New demand from education, because the society is changing. Critical thinking is required, but we only focus on clearing exams, scoring high. That is what our education has become, and that is not suitable for present time. Present time, you see, why America? Why all the innovation is coming from America? Why AI is in America? Why India is not coming out with AI? Why China and America is coming with AI? Because their education is focused on critical thinking. Our education is focused on getting a job, and that is what it's talking about. Exam and job, that's it. No critical thinking. Okay, that is not our business right now. We are solving passages. So let us see the passages, guys. With reference to above passage, following assumptions have been made. Let us see this and let us find out these keywords. You can see here, in our country, sufficient funds are not allocated for promoting education. Not. Again, negative worded statement. Incorrect. We get the answer 1 only. Okay. So guys, I have been telling you, look for negative worded statements, and 99.99% chance is there that those statements are incorrect. Now let us again move to next passage. Okay. Over the next 30 years, many countries are promising to move to net zero carbon, implying that household emissions will have to cut close to nothing. A leading climate scientist reckons that at best half of the reduction might be achieved through demand side measures such as behavioral changes by individuals and households, and even that would require companies and government to provide more incentives to change through supply side. Again, you can see with reference to the passage, supply side investments in companies can result in low carbon behavior. Yes, because it is mentioned here that companies needs what? Incentives. Companies needs to give incentives, government needs to give incentives to the consumers. Next, people are not capable of adapting. Again, you see, not capable, not available. Not available, first passage. Now here, not capable. Can you see the pattern, guys? Can you see the pattern? Not capable, not available, okay, not possible. Again, write down, not possible, not available, not capable. All these is, okay, used by question setters to frame question. This is 2025 passage. This is 2025 passage. Keep this in mind, okay? Next, only. It is again an extreme word. Entirely, solely, completely, never, only. Now only. Okay, which of the following passage is the most crucial and logical inference? Okay. Today, the top environmental challenge is combination of people and their aspirations. If aspirations are more like the frugal ones we had after the Second World War, a lot more is possible than if we view the planet as a giant shopping mall. So basically, it's about what? How we are exploiting the planet. We need to get beyond fascination with glitter and understand that planet works as a biological system. Basically, it's about how sustainable development. It's about what? Sustainable development. Consumption culture. Okay. Now let us read this. The earth can meet only the basic needs. Only. The only way to meet the environmental challenge. The only way. Again cut. The knowledge of biological system can only save the planet. Guys, such a, the manner in which they are framing question, guys, I personally believe they are not testing reading comprehension skill. They are testing elimination skills. How many of you believe that? Guys, if you believe that the question setter is testing not the comprehension skill, it is testing the elimination skill, please hit a like button to this video, guys. Share this video so that this video reaches every aspirant who is writing the prelims examination on this Sunday. This is important. This is very, very important because most of the aspirants, they waste time here, but the answer is here. The magic happens here, not here. The magic happens here, not there. Spend time in the question. Don't spend time in the passage, guys. This is really very, very important. Guys, everyone, how's the Josh, guys? How's the Josh? Okay, please write down. Please take note of it. This is very important. Next 2 days, you have to be motivated. You have to be enthusiastic. Guys, remember, the more enthusiastic you are, the higher the probability. The more optimistic you are, the higher the probability of your success. Most of the students are very dull. Oh, what will happen? I will fail. What will come? Like this. Why? I have done my best. I will face it. I'll face with a smiling face. Why I have to be like this? What will happen? UPSC is unpredictable. No, UPSC is not unpredictable. See this. See this. It has a pattern. Guys, in GS1 also, I am predicting many questions every year. This year also I am going to predict. If you want the important topics to be revised, okay, please do join my Telegram channel. I'm going to give you the list of important questions which are going to come in the prelims examination. How do I know the list? I'm not God. I'm not a superhuman. From my experience, by analyzing the current affairs, by analyzing the PYQs, I'm able to predict questions. And I'm not able to predict all 100 out of 100. I don't claim to. I don't claim to that I predict all 100 out of 100 questions. No, I'm not God. I'm a human. But I'm human with a skill. What is that skill? The skill of prediction. How do I get this skill? By my experience. You can see my marks. Let's move on. Again. Not possible, impossible, not possible, impossible. You can see multiple times UPSC is giving the same words. Let us read the first two lines. India has a banking correspondents who help people in the hinterland into the banking fold. So the question is on financial inclusion. The passage is on financial inclusion and banking correspondents. Importance of banking correspondents. Okay, BC. Now, which is the logical and rational inference? Efforts to bring people in India's hinterland into the banking systems are not successful. Not successful. Second, for meaningful financial inclusion, India's banking system needs number of other than. Okay, next. Okay, so you can see here. Okay, impossible. Okay, wherever you are getting the word impossible. Where is impossible word? Okay, better financial outreach would be impossible. Eliminate that. Eliminate that. Eliminate that. Okay, very important. Not successful. Eliminate that. Eliminate that. Guys, here I would like to share something more interesting. Okay, so when you read the four options, do you see statement B and C are kind of similar worded? Do you see this, guys? How many of you see this? How many of you see this? Statement B and C are of similar wording, similar spirit. Okay, so answer will be among B and C. Okay, this is how UPSC question setters they frame question. The option B says, for financial inclusion, India's banking system needs more number of banking correspondents and other such last mile workers. Okay. Now option C says, meaningful financial inclusion in India requires banking correspondents have diverse skills. Okay, diverse skills. You can see here. So you can see if you read it. Okay, if you read this thing. Okay, you can see here what they have mentioned. They also cannot afford to ignore investing in financial education and literacy. Okay, who cannot basically afford to ignore the banking? You can see India has banking correspondents who help bring people in the hinterland into the banking for them to succeed. Banks cannot crimp on costs. They also cannot afford to ignore investing in financial education and literacy. Banking correspondents are way too small to be viewed as a systemic risk. Yet, India's banking regulators have restricted them to serving only one bank, perhaps to prevent arbitrage. Efforts at banking outreach may succeed only if there are better incentives at work for such last mile workers, and also those providers who ensure not just basic accounts but also products such as these. Okay, they are talking about more products. More products need to be offered. Okay, so which will be having? I think option C, which have diverse skills. I think that is a better suited option. How many of you think that? Because the passage is not talking about having more banking correspondents. The passage is talking about what? Offering more services. How many of you believe this? Okay, let me see how many of you can answer this. Okay, so no, impossible. Okay, impossible. Okay, not successful. Now, let us see this. Should not be. Should not be. Should not be. Okay, again, this is very, very important, guys. Whenever you come across such kind of words, okay, please eliminate that. Please eliminate that. Okay, so keep this in mind, guys. Not negative worded statements should be eliminated. Okay, again you can see the word cannot. Again, negative worded statement, the word cannot. Okay, let us read the passage. Education plays a great transformatory role in life, particularly so in this rapidly changing and globalizing world. Universities are custodians of intellectual capital and promoters of culture and specialized knowledge. Culture is an activity of thought. Okay, a merely well-informed man is only a bore on God's earth. What we should aim as producing men who possess culture. Basically, the article is about that you need not only information, you need culture also. Okay, now you can see here which of the following assumptions have been made. A society without well-educated people cannot be transformed. Cannot be transformed. Cannot. You can eliminate that. You get the answer 2 only. Okay. Okay. One more thing, guys. One more thing. Okay. Here, many people, what will they will say? Let me just tell you. Let us read the second option. Okay. Without acquiring education, person's education is not complete. Okay, so here also not is there, but this is a correct statement. Why? Because that is the essence of the passage. What is the passage saying? The passage is saying that if you want to be a complete man, you need education plus culture. Are you getting this? So how to solve assumptions question? What you do is that you make the statement opposite. Means without acquiring culture, a person is complete. Without acquiring education, a person is complete. That is opposite. Now read the statement. Okay. Here you can see directly. You see here, you have written, a merely informed man is only a bore on God's earth. What we need is both culture and expert knowledge. You can see here. So answer is directly given in the passage. Okay. Again, guys, you see here, this is again a passage. Again, you can see here impossible word. Whenever you come across impossible word, you can eliminate that. Okay. Impossible, essential. Okay. These are extreme words. You can see essential. Next. Okay. All, only. Okay. You can see here only option. Which of the following is the most logical corollary? Only. Okay. All. Are you getting it, guys? Okay. So this is how you can eliminate most of the passages. Okay. So guys, this is my Telegram channel. Okay. If you have not joined my Telegram channel, do join my Telegram channel tomorrow. Okay. Saturday is a very important day. I am going to give you all important topics for 2026 prelims, which you need to revise one day before exam. I am very confident whatever topics I am going to give you will come in the exam, because I have analyzed last 25 years of the PYQs. I have analyzed last 1 year of current affairs, and I am predicting questions before also. I have predicted. Okay, I will tell you guys minimum, okay, 40 to 50 questions can come from my themes which I have already shared in my test series batch. Okay, the static tests, the PPPs, and the Optima test. If you go through all this PPPs, Optima test, okay, you will definitely get 40 to 50 questions. Okay, and tomorrow what I'm going to compile them, and I'm going to select important themes which you need to revise. This is my YouTube channel, guys. I hope you have joined my YouTube channel also. Okay, so please do join my YouTube channel also, and share this Telegram link and YouTube channel with everyone who is preparing for UPSC. Everyone you should share. This is the only appeal I have from you. Okay, because guys, I'm seeing a lot of aspirants, they are not getting the right guidance. Okay, if you have the right guidance, guys, I can tell you, you can easily crack this exam. Okay, so I had promised you that I will be giving connectors also. So I'm going to now give you the connectors. Okay, so I'll just go take you through all the extreme words, and then I'll give you the connectors also. Okay, so I'll take 15 more minutes. Okay, so you can see should, cannot, I have already given you. Again, you can see should, cannot, without, ultimately, without. Okay, without is also a kind of a negative worded. Without, whenever they are using, then only, not, exclusively, extreme words, solely, exclusively, entirely, completely, not possible, only, cannot, not, cannot, inimical, not. Okay, so this is my 2027 mentorship I was talking about. In this mentorship, basically I am focusing more on the PYQ analysis. I have analyzed the last 25 years of not only UPSC civil services question, I have also analyzed CDS, CAPF, geoscientist, and all related exams and important themes I have selected and I have analyzed in this PYQ mastery. And daily I am giving you 10 most important questions analyzing the current affairs and the PYQs. If you solve these 10 questions throughout the year, no one can stop you from qualifying 2027 prelims examination. I have firm faith that I can predict minimum 50 to 60 questions in the prelims examination next year. But for that, you have to follow it daily. Guys, the problem is most of the aspirants, they are becoming serious only 1 month before exam or 2 months before exam. If you are 2027 aspirant, if you are listening this, guys, take my advice. Take this advice from someone who has cracked 6 out of 6 times. You have to be serious about the prelims preparation throughout the year. You have to be serious throughout the year, not just 1 day or 2 months, 3 months before the exam, but throughout the year. If you are serious throughout the year, if you are solving this 10 PPPs throughout the year, no force on this earth can stop you from qualifying 2027 prelims examination. And there are weekly tests also, and there are predicted question tests before the prelims examination, 2-3 months before the prelims examination. This is what is my 2027 mentorship batch. You can call this number and you can get more details. Okay, so I was telling you that I am going to give you connectors. Okay, so guys, in passages, how to read quickly, so what you have to do is that when you read the passages, you have to look for these keywords. However, but, although, though, yet, nevertheless, on the other hand, in contrast, whereas, while. These are contrast connectors. So whenever such words will come, there will be change in idea. Okay, so this is very, very important. Then this is cause and effect connectors. These are very, very important. Most of the RC questions are prepared from here. Okay, here, very, very important. Then guys, you can see conclusion. You have to know what is the theme of the passage, what is the main idea of the passage. You can see therefore, thus, in conclusion, overall, to sum up, hence. Whenever you come across such word, that will be the conclusion of the passage. Very, very important. Okay, so keep this in mind. And guys, if, unless, provided, in case, only if, you have to look for these in the passages. So when you read the passages, look for such words. It will be there, definitely it will be there in the passage. Okay, and when you sign this word, generally the questions will be prepared, okay, there only. Okay, so keep this in mind. So with this, guys, I would like to again, okay, conclude saying that, okay, 2027 aspirants, this is what is you should go for. And 2026 aspirant, okay, this is the, one second. Okay, 2026 aspirant, tomorrow I am going to meet you here. Okay, tomorrow is going to be the most important day. I can assure you that if you follow my topics which I am going to give you tomorrow, definitely on Sunday your marks will increase by 10-20 marks, definitely. Okay, because I am only going to give you very, very important topics. With this, I would like to leave. Thank you guys for your patience, and do share this with everyone who is going for prelims 2026. Bye bye.